Go to cut number 17 for me real quick, Liz, if you don't mind.
Make no mistake, in the dark hours of the early morning, with the confirmation of Secretary Price, the Republicans launch the first assault in their war on seniors.
Can you believe that? That's Chuck Schumer now attacking a person with probably more brains in his left pinky than Schumer's got in his head. A physician, Tom Price, who just got confirmed as Secretary of HHS. But somebody who's completely opposed to Obamacare and what it's done to our medical system. This is just an example of Schumer's latest outrageous comment against a good human being. Let me get to my guest right now. Jeff Crouere is joining us right now. He's a talk show host. And Jeff, I appreciate you joining us. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a Friday. So
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
It couldn't get any better, could it?
Oh, I know. It's been a long week.
Every day they hand us something else that just makes me shake my head. And when I look at what happened to Elizabeth Warren this week, and the fact that within hours of staging this event in the Senate, she was sending out letters to raise funds, I'm thinking, good for you. Go for it. I hope you're the next nominee of the Democratic Party.
Well, she is scary. And I'm glad that they shut her down in the Senate. I'm still smarting from that whole treatment that they gave Jeff Sessions, a good man, and labeling him a racist, having a colleague of his speak out against him, and only one Democrat voting for him. I mean, that's just despicable. I mean, they're so partisan. They've lost their minds. And I really think, as you say, let them go in that direction. They're just hurting their own party. And they're just helping Donald Trump in the long run. Right now, it's very tough because all of this craziness is going on, but I think they're really hurting themselves the most.
I was watching Baldwin, trying to think of her first name, on CNN this morning.
Tammy?
Was
Tammy
that
Baldwin?
it? Yeah, that might be it. No, it's not the Congresswoman. She's one of the Kate Baldwin on CNN. She's one of their commentators. Brooke Baldwin, is that it? I think it's Kate or Brooke. One, I don't know. I'm watching her this morning on CNN, and she's trying to draw a parallel between these protesters in the street growing into some larger movement that's going to sweep the nation. And she drew a parallel with the Tea Party. And it was just so off base, and she's just kind of projecting her hopes that somehow the Democrats are going to come roaring back. And I think that the people you see in the street are the ones that are getting paid to be there. I mean, these are the ones that are way out there on the left.
Well, that's a great difference. I mean, when we were involved in the Tea Party, and I had a Tea Party group here in the New Orleans area, we weren't paid. We had to spend our own money for the permits and the speakers and all the promotion. I mean, we took time out of our own schedules to do it. Nobody paid us. And we didn't commit any violence. And we weren't using profanity. I mean, there was a big difference between what I saw at the Women's March and what I've seen post-election and what we did in the Tea Party. And I credit the Tea Party, by the way, with really starting that whole fire that really led to Donald Trump's election.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I mean, it truly was grassroots. And my experience with the Tea Party is that it certainly wasn't just Republicans. It certainly wasn't just conservatives. It was people who were just sick of big government and people who got elected saying one thing and went there and never did it.
You're exactly right. And you know what we did? We helped Republicans take control of the House and the Senate. And you know what they did? Nothing. So then we're saying, all right, we're going to send Donald Trump there to really get things done. And that's what has happened. And now I think we're going to get things done. And I really think the Tea Party started it all. So that was sort of the culmination. And I'm really proud of that movement and all the people. And as you say, all across the spectrum, great people, patriotic people, waving the flag. These other folks are burning the flag. I mean, it's really, they couldn't be more different.
Jeff, my favorite tweet overnight from Kellyanne Conway is she retweeted Hillary Clinton's snarky little tweet that said 3-0, referring to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. So Conway retweets it and just puts Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. I thought that was beautiful because it's something I would have done. I love seeing an administration fight back against the left.
I think she is awesome. I think she's a great lieutenant for Donald Trump. I love to see that kind of aggression. And as you say, I mean, so many times in the past, they just took it and they didn't fight back. And now I think we've got an administration that is going to fight back, and more power to them. I think it's awesome.
Well, Jeff Carrera, listen, I appreciate your time today. I know you host a show called Ringside Politics down there in New Orleans. And, of course, we've seen you writing in townhall.com and some other publications. So thanks so much for your time.
Hey, it's always a pleasure being with you. Thanks for having me.
Take care of yourself. Good to get Jeff on there and just pick his brain a little bit, because he sees some of this stuff that we see that bothers us so much. Hey, Dennis,